Hair's a mess, room's a mess, life is a mess. Hey guys, it's Hannah. So today I am coming to you from a different kind of perspective. I'm standing up instead of sitting down in this video today, and I just kind of wanted to change things up a little bit and I don't know, maybe try it out like this. Maybe I'll see if I like it. If I do, I'll continue it. But today I'm actually really excited for this video because I've decided to start a new series on my channel, which I am titling Tackling Tropes. Essentially, what I want to do in each of these videos in this series is take a single trope that we see in books or movies or TV or media in general and just kind of dissect that trope in each video and just discuss it in its entirety, its effects, whether I think it's positive or negative, and then kind of extend the discussion out to you guys. So then we can all discuss down in the comments below after I spew all of my thoughts at you. You guys can give me your opinions and we can discuss, and it'll be lots of fun. At least I think it will be. The way that this kind of came about was that I had been trying to think of ways to incorporate more discussions onto my channel because I love having discussion videos. They're some of my favorite videos to watch, and even though I haven't really done many, I actually really love sitting down and just talking to the camera and discussing something that I am very passionate about and very interested in. And I had been trying to think of a way to incorporate some discussions that I wanted to have, some topics that I wanted to have discussions about into my channel and find ways to relate them to books and relate them to my channel. So I kind of got to thinking, I went back and watched a few of my old videos and I came across my Top 5 Wednesday Tropes I Hate video, and that is honestly one of my favorite videos that I've ever filmed because I just got to sit down and be 100% honest about my feelings about these tropes. And not that I'm not honest in my other videos, it's just I felt like all of my feelings could be expressed accurately in that video. So I decided, why not make a whole series based on tropes? Because that way I can incorporate the discussions that I want to be having into my channel about the topics that I want to be having discussions about, and they can still be related to books, and it all works out for everyone. So I'm really excited about this, and I hope you guys are as well. So essentially the way that I'm going to structure this video is that we're going to talk about this trope. I'm going to define the trope just so we're all going off of the same definition for the trope that I'm talking about. And then after that, I'm going to go into some examples of this trope, like specific characters from specific books or TV shows or movies. And then after that, I'm going to jump into a discussion on what the effects of the trope are, whether I think that it is harmful or helpful, in what ways does it play out? What are the reasons that this trope exists? Do I think that it's a trope that should continue to persist throughout literature and media, or do I think that it's a trope that we need to reevaluate and reassess and get rid of? So for this first video of the series, I've decided to pick quite a popular trope and a trope that I think is well known through all forms of media, and that is the strong female character trope. So the definition of a strong female character that I am going off of for the sake of this video is the strong female character who has about 4 main attributes. First of all, she is physically strong. So her physical strength is a key factor of her character, and it's vital to her character, and it is one of the main aspects of her character that is focused upon in the novel or TV show or whatever it may be. So her physical strength kind of determines how strong she truly is as a character. Another key aspect of the strong female character is that she is usually unemotional, so for the most part she doesn't really show her feelings, she never cries, and if she does, it's kind of with shame some of the time, but she kind of keeps herself closed off, and she can a lot of the time come across as cold. Another attribute of the strong female character that I'm talking about is the I'm not like other girls, kind of I'm one of the guys trope that's within this trope itself. This is actually quite frequently seen with a lot of strong female characters. She usually doesn't have many female friends. Most of her friends, if she has friends, are usually male, and she's one of the guys. So those are the 3 big things. She's physically strong, she is unemotional, and she is one of the guys. So a couple examples of this strong female character trope would be Selena Sardothien from the Throne of Glass series. Selena is an assassin in this series, and much of her character is dependent on the fact that she is physically strong and she is an assassin. Selena is also quite unemotional at times, though not so much as other strong female characters. She does show more emotion than the usual strong female character that you see in that trope, but she's definitely closed off and reserved and tries her very best not to show her emotions when she is in a state of crisis, because oftentimes even she herself views her emotion as weakness. Selena kind of doesn't fit so much into the one of the guys aspect of the strong female character trope. She does have some female friends, however, she also has that kind of stereotype of having a bad relationship with other female characters. There's usually some sort of cattiness that comes along with that, or some sort of competition, as is very evident in Queen of Shadows. So she definitely does have some aspects of that trope within this as well, but not so much as some other strong female characters. Another example of the strong female character that I am talking about would be Katniss from the Hunger Games. Katniss is very physically strong. A lot of her character is dependent on the fact that she is so physically strong. She's an archer, she's a hunter, and she and Gale have been hunting and fighting since they were very, very young. She also has, I think, almost no female friends, at least in this book. She makes a couple of female acquaintances throughout the rest of the series, but her companions are mostly male, and she, again, is also very emotionally closed off, rarely, if ever, cries, and does not share her feelings, and oftentimes, if not always, views her emotion as weakness. So those are just a couple of examples of strong female characters that kind of play into this trope, at least some very popular ones that just come to the top of my head. So with that aside, now I want to get into the discussion of this trope as a whole and how it kind of plays out, where it comes from, and its overall effects. So the strong female character trope definitely stems from the idea of wanting to create stronger female characters and wanting to create more dynamic female characters. So I think its origins and its original intentions were actually very good and very productive. However, personally, I think that their execution, especially as of recent times, has kind of fallen flat. My big problem with this trope is that these characters are strong female characters because they're strong like men are strong. And this kind of plays into a whole bigger concept with this trope, and it really truly stems from the idea of masculinity and strength. Now, I gave two examples of strong female characters, but now I'm gonna give you guys an example of a strong male character. So Jace Wayland from the Mortal Instrument series is considered to be a strong male character. And if you kind of look at him and analyze him in relation to Selena and Katniss, you will kind of see some similarities. Jace is physically extremely strong. He has been training as a shadow hunter ever since he was about 12 or 13 years old, I can't exactly remember. He fights demons and he's a warrior and all that jazz, so he's definitely very physically strong, and that is one of the central aspects of his character that makes him who he is. Also, another aspect of Jace's character is that he is very emotionally closed off. He's not very emotional at all. He doesn't let many people in, and he rarely ever cries, if I'm not mistaken. He may actually cry once or twice in the series, I don't exactly remember, but for the most part, he is very, very emotionally closed off. Jace, being a male character, doesn't exactly have the same dynamic when it comes to getting along with men, but he kind of does have a problem getting along with other people in general, so that also adds to him being closed off and non-emotional. So as you can see with Jace's character, there are a lot of similarities between this strong male character and the strong female character. They're actually very, very similar, and when you look at them side by side like this, you can definitely see that. So that's where my big issue comes in. It's that these female characters are not strong in their own emotional way or strong, even if it's because of their physical strength. They're strong because they're strong like men have stereotypically been strong. These tropes that are within the strong female character, the not emotional, the closed off, the one of the guys, the physically fit, physically strong characteristics are all aspects of stereotypically strong men. So what I'm kind of saying is that in the bigger picture, I think that this strong character overall, whether they be male or female or trans or non-binary, whatever it may be, is problematic in itself, because it says that in order to be strong, we have to be emotionally closed off, and we can't show emotion because emotion is weakness. And that's completely untrue. And that's why I have such a big problem with this trope. Because not only is it saying that for female characters to be considered strong female characters, they have to be like stereotypically strong male characters, it's also upholding that construct that we have of male characters needing to be closed off emotionally, needing to be physically fit, physically strong, and one of the guys. And we're saying now that female characters also have to do that. And I think that we should just get rid of it in its entirety. I don't think that physical strength or a lack of emotion should be considered strong characteristics. Absolutely, physical strength makes you strong, and if that's part of your character, that's fantastic. But when that's the central aspect of your character, and your character's entire personality and their drive revolves around that physical strength, that's really not strength at all. At least in my opinion, strength is when you can build bonds between yourself and somebody else. Strength is when you care about yourself and you love yourself enough to do better and to do better for other people. There's so many other ways to show strength that don't just rely on your physical attributes and don't rely on the fact that you are emotionally closed off from everybody else. So overall, I think that the origins of this trope come from a very, very misconstrued idea of strength that we have about masculinity, and now it's being poured over into strong female characters as well. And I think that it's problematic, and I think we need to rework this idea of strong characters, whether they be male or female or trans or non-binary or anything they may be. I think we just need to rework our idea of strength in character. So let's continue the discussion down in the comments below. Leave me your thoughts. Tell me, what do you guys think about the strong female character trope? Where do you guys think it comes from? Do you think it's problematic? Do you think it's a good thing? What are your overall thoughts and what are your opinions? I would absolutely love to know and love to discuss with you. Also, let me know in the comments down below what are some other tropes that you guys would like to see me discuss and some other tropes that you guys would like to discuss, because I already have like a few that I want to talk about, but I definitely want to get the ones that you guys want to hear and the ones you guys want to discuss. So definitely leave those down below for me and I will be sure to add them to this series. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Do you see his little face and his little dumb smile and his tooth? I love it so much.